Hello friends, I am back with another video. Thank you so much for watching. This one is the War of the Roses. It's my first of this series of comparing popular rose perfumes. I have samples, a little decant of Malle's Portrait of a Lady, and a little sample of Diptique's Eau Capitale. I decided not to get the full bottle of either one just yet because I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to do with this. I love both fragrances. I think they're both absolutely beautiful, but by the end of this video, hopefully I will have decided what I plan to do with this. Now, the reason why I'm outside for this one is, one, I wanted to mix it up a little bit. We've seen a lot of my perfume counter. And two, both of these scents sort of evoke an urban feel to me. They remind me of being in the city, which is where I live. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is Portrait of a Lady. I think this scent is gorgeous. It's very dark. It's very mysterious. You can really smell the patchouli in here. That's a middle note in this. But you can really smell the amber. I've got it on my wrist right now, and oh my goodness, it is really just heavenly. It reminds me of an older woman that you'd see at a Parisian cafe, just smoking a very small cigarette by herself with a big glass of wine, not speaking a word to anyone, just observing everyone, just watching. She may be wearing a fur, hopefully faux fur, but she wouldn't care what you thought either way. She's going to wear her fur and she's going to enjoy it. That's what I picture when I smell this scent. And I'll go through the notes really quickly with you. I've got them in front of me here. So this opens up with a rose, and I want to make it very clear, this is not a pink rose. This is not a white rose. This is a very red rose that you are smelling. And it's a very refined rose. So it opens up with a rose, and then you've got cloves. There's raspberry in there, apparently. I don't smell the raspberry. I don't smell the blackcurrant. I do smell the cinnamon in here when it opens up, which is nice. Then in the middle, you've got patchouli and incense and sandalwood. And I think that's what makes this scent smell so mysterious, is that middle opening up. It just really is something special when all of the cinnamon and incense, when all of the cinnamon, the incense, the sandalwood, the patchouli comes and mingles with the rose. It's just gorgeous. And then the base notes are musk, benzoin, and amber. And as I said in the beginning, amber is what I really smell from this. I smell a lot of amber. I smell a lot of musk in this. It's a very musky scent. It is what it says it is. It's a portrait of a very specific woman. I'd say she's probably in her 50s, and she is very comfortable with herself. She's comfortable with her life, and yeah, she's not going to take any back talk from you. Now, the next scent I want to talk about is Diptique's Eau Capitale. And the reason why I want to talk about Eau Capitale with Portrait of a Lady is the two are often compared with each other. Quite favorably, I might add, but they often say that, and I say they, the proverbial they, a lot of people say that Portrait of a Lady smells like Eau Capitale and vice versa, just because they're both rose and patchouli scents. I say no. I say a strong non to that one. I think that this scent, Diptique, made a beautiful rose patchouli scent. It's not quite as unique as Portrait of a Lady. I feel like I've smelled Eau Capitale before. Now that maybe I've smelled it on someone before, but it's not quite as unique. It doesn't have as much complexity either. If you look at the notes, the top notes are pink pepper and bergamot, not even rose to open up. It's pink pepper and bergamot. And then the middle note is your rose, and then patchouli is the base. It's quite simple, and it's quite hopeful. It's a younger scent to me. It reminds me of walking around the streets of Paris and enjoying the sights and the sounds. And it reminds me of the white marbled walls of the city. It's just a gorgeous scent, and it's nothing like Portrait of a Lady. This is very mature. This is something that I think anyone could wear. This is a scent for a very specific lady. This could be a little bit unisex. So going back and forth between these two, I think I'd actually more likely wear Eau Capital than I'd wear Portrait of a Lady, because I'm not quite there yet. In stature, in age, in just, watch me make hand mittens because it is a little cold out here, but I'm just not quite at the level that I should be to wear Portrait of a Lady. And I cannot wait, by the way, I can't wait to get to that point in my life when I can wear Portrait of a Lady and not feel like the perfume is wearing me. Eau Capital is something that I can wear right now with confidence, and believe in myself and know that I'm not just putting on a costume. I'm being myself. And yeah, that I think is the best way to describe it. This is a great personal scent. This is a great signature scent. This is something that you grow into. It truly is. You're not going to find a 19-year-old who can embody, well, you might. I'm not going to do a big generalization, but it's going to be hard-pressed to find a 19-year-old who can really wear Portrait of a Lady and do her justice, really. So yeah, those are the scents that are in this first War of the Roses. We're going to talk about Delina. We're going to talk about Bella Rosa. We're going to talk about Cafe Rose by Tom Ford. There are a bunch of great rose scents that we're going to compare and contrast and talk about why they're great and why they are not something that I would wear, because I personally love rose scents. Let me know which one of these is your favorite. Do you have a full-size bottle of either one of these? And what are your thoughts on it? I tell you, this Portrait of a Lady, I can't stop smelling myself. I really can't. I can't stop thinking about this fragrance because it's so dark. It's so seductive. It's so brooding. And this one just makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel light. I want to go back to Paris and sit at a cafe and just talk with my husband for a while. So yeah, they're both beautiful perfumes and I recommend them both to anyone. But it just depends on your personality, which one is going to be best for you. And that's the same for all perfumes, I guess, but for these two, especially. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll be back with more, of course, later on. Okay, bye.